Okay, so we are preparing for the slightly advanced version of our camera kit. So you may have this camera, may look a little bit different. It's a die-hang camera that's mounted in our cubes. And for this, I'm actually mounting that in a cube. So again, open up the cube, put in the camera, and then close it, and then it's secure and tight. And the way you interact with that, you can do that through Windows or Linux. Unfortunately, I'm on a Mac right now, so this won't work. But interestingly, the camera manufacturer also provides an API for Android and also apps for Android. So it's a CCTV camera manufacturer, so I'm not quite sure why it's useful for Android. But I've installed it here on my phone. You can also download it. So if you go to Get Camera and then I think under, well, maybe a bit more international, go to software and then eventually this here, the development kit, you may need to register. So I'm skipping that for the moment. So you go to the download area, but they require you to register, which I don't want to, so you can just directly go to the link here. So customer downloads, it is machinevisioncamera.de and then customer downloads. Then you go down to well, look for Android, download it. There are 3 apps in there and also the SDK, which to me is really cool because I like programming Android, so I'm just downloading it. After that, there's one folder that gives you all the different apps. So I've installed the I think the raw image, doesn't really matter because we just want to show the image. Then you open your phone and then going back to the screen here. So it's on my phone and it's called, let's see, I have this funny icon here. It's called Galaxy Viewer. Oops, not the. So GX Viewer, so it's complaining that nothing is connected, fair enough, because we haven't connected anything. So for this, you need a connector from USB to USB-C to USB 3, and then of course the cable here. So I'm going to connect this now. First here, this end, and then the other cable goes into the camera. And then you are all set. So the LED is blinking or like shining, and then on the device, it's saying, "Oh yeah, there's something new detected." Say okay, and then it's essentially there. So right now you won't see anything because it's closed. So we are going to change that by opening the lid of the camera. And yep, you see everything right. So what I'm having here is essentially just a super big pixel. So and then if you swipe left, right, you can, for example, change the settings here. So now it's mirrored, funny, but so if you go to exposure and gain, set it to auto, continuous, then it's adjusting all the time. So go back and then yeah, so this is essentially it. So I'm also connecting an objective lens now. So this is something you may not have. This is essentially a CCTV lens that we use for the tube lens for microscope. It's very nice performance. It's always in infinity mode. If you set that to infinity, it's compact, has high f number, and then you essentially connect that to your camera. And then, well, depending on the focus you set, you eventually may see something in focus or not. So right now it looks like it's not properly set in focus. Going down a bit so that this becomes a bit more visible, hopefully. So I'm setting that to a focus, which is hopefully the building next door. This is a 40mm lens with the ability to change the f-stop and also the focus. So here you see changing the f-stop, and then here I can change the focus. And I'm waiting until the exposure settings adjust. And here it looks like there's a spacer missing, so I have to adjust the distance between the camera and the sensor. So here you see the clouds, some building structure. So this is all quite neat for a cell phone, I think, and you can also create a simple microscope out of it. Yep, I hope you liked it. This is the way you connect your microscope to your phone, for example, easily. But the same software is also available for your computer, and also with ImSwitch you can use all the cameras with our system easily, and we'll provide more information on our website. So if you go again on our website saying openUC2.io, on the tutorial, and then in the ImSwitch there's some stuff coming here. We provide an installer where you can install stuff, and alongside this you have to individually install the SDK for Windows or Mac, for Linux, which was also on the same website. So if you go here, the Windows SDK gives you all the necessary programming functions, and also the Galaxy viewer, which is essential. So just download it, and then you're fine. Thanks.